Yes, sir. We are back once again for another edition of the J.U.I brand blog. You know who I am, Mr. Juice Lee, just coming at you with some more stuff. So without further ado, let's get back into it. You already know what it is. This weekend I got to watch UFC 145, Jon Jones versus Rashad Evans. Obviously, you know this was for the UFC light heavyweight title. I won't lie, I was actually really pulling for Rashad Evans to beat Jon Jones. I really thought that Rashad maybe had something for him, seeing as how they trained together, and they really had a history together when Jones was really coming into getting into MMA and joining Jackson's camp and doing all that. Unfortunately, the fight didn't really go as planned. Jones hit Rashad with a couple of elbows. Wasn't really Rashad's day. Jones pretty much holds the title still. On a side note, shout out to Rory McDonald for giving Shay Mills the Street Fighter face. I thought that was pretty funny. Jones' next opponent is supposed to be Dan Henderson, which in my personal opinion, I don't really think Dan Henderson has anything for Jon Jones, but we shall see. There's also the talk of Jon Jones going to heavyweight, which I don't see that working out as well as it has worked out for him in lightweight. Obviously, I think that he follows the path of AllStars Overeem, Sans PED, and Horse Meat of being a guy that doesn't really fully fill out into his frame until later on in his life, and he's going to be forced to be a heavyweight. I also have a theory. Jon Jones recently said that he would never fight Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva recently said that he would never fight Jon Jones. But if we remember correctly, Jon Jones also said he would never fight Rashad. And then with enough pressure, he fought Rashad. It's just a theory. With enough pressure, he may fight Anderson Silva. But like I said, it's just a theory. Speaking of fighting, we have Sony entering the fighting realm with something that's similar to Super Smash Bros., which is called, at this point, Sony PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale. Say that 5 times fast. Pretty much Sony's going to take all the properties that they own, Nathan Drake, Kratos, Crash, Jack, Daxter, put them in a fighting game and have a lot of mayhem ensuing and all of that junk right there. And see, I'm a huge Sony fan because I love my PlayStation. But I just think that this is a cheap ploy to hop on the fighting game craze, suck some money out of your customers, which is what any good company does, or what any company does, period. Everything is pretty much speculation at this point other than the existence of the game. I just don't see the game being that great. I don't really want to have the tag team of Kratos and Nathan Drake, although that kind of would be cool. Kratos and Nathan Drake versus Sweet Tooth and Crash Bandicoot. It doesn't seem to have that same pizzazz of a Smash Brothers brawl. As it stands, the best amalgamation fighting game of all time, in my opinion, is still Mugen. You know, Smash Brothers is cool, but if Mugen could actually be centralized and played in tournaments, I think it would be one of the most awesome tournament fighting games ever in life. But that's just me. Thought that was cool? I did too. I thought that was pretty awesome. So, anyway, my next order of business is this. I have a question of the day for you, actually a question of the week that I want to kind of get your input on. Today's question is, if you could learn a martial art, whether real or fictitious, what would you learn, number 1? Number 2, who would you learn it from? Real, fictitious, living, or dead? And ultimately, what would you do with it? Yep. And that is my time, folks. So leave your responses in the comment box below. Follow me on Twitter @JuiceLee. Subscribe to the page, facebook.com/JuiceLee, JUIbrand.tumblr.com. I'm always doing stuff. Hit up the music page. Tell your friends, share my videos, and please comment and rate and subscribe and just let me know that what I'm doing you're kind of feeling, you know? So that's about it. I don't know. Till next time.